This video is a quick orientation and a few tips for success to get you started in business math. First of all, when you log in, and you should log in every day or at least every other day to check for announcements and to check for email. When you log in, you'll see the contact information for me. Please be sure to use that if you have any problems at all. Do not let yourself get frustrated. Don't put off contacting me. Go ahead and contact me immediately. I will respond within 24 hours and many times within an hour if I'm available. You can contact me within Canvas, email, or our New Mexico email, or you can even call and leave a voicemail if I'm not available, or text me. That's fine too. I also can meet you online by appointment. We can use Google Hangouts, or we can use whatever you use, Skype or any FaceTime, whatever you would like to use, we can use. At the bottom of the page there is information on contacting if you're having problems with your Canvas. Please don't hesitate to contact someone to get some help. You want to be sure, though, number one, that you're using the right browser. Don't try to use Explorer. You need to be using Firefox for your browser. And if you have problems, it's always a good idea to reboot and start the computer over to clear everything out before you try to call someone, because sometimes that will fix little problems. Click the Start here. And I'm not going to go through all these pages with you, but very important to get a good start to this class is to read through these in the first couple of days. Take some time and read through every page, every module in Start Here. It gives you very important information on being successful in this class. This one is the course Welcome. There's also a video version of it that tells you all about me and a little bit about the course, what you can expect from the course. How to navigate the course. There's pages for support services, for the overview, as you can see there, in the course objectives. This gives you a good idea of how we'll meet those objectives, so what kinds of assignments you can expect to be doing in the course all in one place. What skills you should already have to be successful in this course. Again, very important to read through every one of these modules. If you go to the modules on the left navigation bar, you'll see all of those pages that you can always go back to if you need to. In the first few days, what you will do is an introduction and then a syllabus discussion. Those are very important to get you started. You don't need your textbook to read through these pages. It is very important, though, that you get that textbook within the first week. So in fact, the first few days. The longer you put that off, the harder it's going to be. You need a textbook, and if you buy it from the bookstore, you'll also get the code for Cengage Now, which is very important to our course. So be sure that you get both of those and that you get them quickly. The longer, again, you put it off, the harder it will be for you. Each module covers a chapter, so module and chapter are used synonymously in this course. The first module should be fairly easy for you. It gives you an opportunity to practice on the calculator that you'll be using, which I recommend an on-screen calculator. Some students use their iPhone or their whatever phone they're using, smartphone. Some use Excel spreadsheet, which is a great idea. To bring one of those, pull one of those up on your screen and use that for your calculations. But whatever you use, you need to become familiar with that. So this is a review of whole numbers, addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, and so that should go pretty fast, but it will also give you an opportunity to get used to the calculator that you'll be using. There are several learning activities that should occur in every chapter. Of course, number one, read the chapter, and I've provided you the PowerPoint if you would like to take notes on that PowerPoint or review the PowerPoint. Don't spend a lot of time within reading the chapter. Don't think that you have to memorize or know every bit of it, but it's a good idea to read it, to pay attention to what you're reading, and then move on to the activity where you'll reinforce and learn again what you've read if you didn't understand some of the calculations when you read it. In each chapter, I'll also do a quick 10-minute overview of what you can expect to learn in the chapter. There's a practice and review. This is where you need that code for Cengage. Practice 1, when you click in here, it will give you all the information you need about where to get the code if you didn't buy it in the bookstore, the code that we need for the course. So you'll need 2 codes, your code that you purchase and then the course code. And it tells you about the practice and how they will be graded since they're on an external site. There are 20 practice questions in each of the practice assignments. You're given 3 opportunities, so this is a learning assignment. You will take the first opportunity, check your work after each attempt at a problem. So you'll do problem 1, check your work. If it's incorrect, I highly recommend you go through the step-by-step instructions that you'll be able to access on screen there. And I'll give you more information about this, but be sure that you do take those opportunities to learn, because this is what's going to make you successful on your quiz. Going back to Module 1 again. Because Module 1's a review, there aren't as many activities for you to do. So you do the Practice 1 Cengage Now and the Review 1 Cengage Now, which means it's in Cengage Now, not on Canvas. Those are the only 2 things, the practices and the reviews for each chapter, that are in Cengage Now. Again, in the review, it's very similar to the practice, a little more critical thinking, a few more word problems, maybe a few more steps. It's not quite as basic, but close to it. So again, you have 3 opportunities to improve each time, and the last grade is the one that would be taken. And then when you're finished, you'll take a quiz over these basic calculations. Now the quiz is timed 60 minutes with 20 questions, so be sure that you're ready to take the quiz. You've found a good workplace, that the workspace is organized, that you have your textbook, you have your calculator that you're going to use, whether it's on screen, the Excel, or a hand calculator, that you've got everything ready so that you'll be successful in your attempt to do that quiz. Very important that you read through the entire module before beginning, and that you know there's a pattern established. These assignments are also listed on your syllabus, and you can also access them over here under assignments. So you want to be sure, though, that you don't skip the modules, that you've read those, and especially as well that you don't skip the instruction boxes for each one. Like, for instance, if you click quiz 1, this is where you will take the quiz, but there are instructions. Notice that I say always show your complete calculations. Don't just give me an answer. Some of them are multiple choice and you won't have to show me, but some of them I do need for you to show me the calculations. So there's a variety of questions types, and I will need to hand grade some of those so I can grade your actual calculations. So be sure you do that. But always access those boxes, instruction boxes, so that you know exactly how you're going to be graded and what the instructions are, so you don't miss any of those. Module 2, and usually I'll have everything graded within 24 hours. So within 7 days for sure, but most of the time it is graded much faster than that. So you can get some quick feedback. always check your feedback. There is a video in the beginning where you're going through the orientation on checking your grades, but also not just your grades. Be sure you always check my feedback, because I do give feedback on each of the answers if you have missed one, and ideas to improve. In Module 2, you'll notice that, or Chapter 2, you have a discussion. The discussion is the only thing that is due, the initial post is due on Thursday at 11:55. The response to one learner is due on Sunday at 11:55. So everything else is due on Sundays at 11:55, but that does not mean to start Sunday afternoon. You will do much better, you'll be more successful in the course if you start Monday and work at least an hour every day on the course, and then some on the weekend. This is a 3-hour credit course, so you're expected to work at least 9 hours to 12 hours. Some of you will finish faster, some of you will take you longer, so be sure you build in enough time in your week to get the assignments done. But don't try to do it on Saturday and Sunday, or Sunday even. You will make yourself very frustrated and make mistakes by doing that. Real quickly, I'm going to go back to the modules just to show you one other or two other types of assignments. The other types of assignments, one of them is a numeric keypad. Very important to being able to calculate, especially if you have lots of numbers, is to be able to input them accurately and pretty quickly. And so you will do 5 lessons on the numeric keypad by touch. What that means is to be able to, just like you type, be able to use the appropriate fingers. And when you click on here, you'll find that there's a website. You don't have to log into it. It's a fairly easy website to maneuver around, but I did give you a video on how to do so here in the instructions. And those will not take that long, but they are very important to being able, and you can come back to this website over and over again through the semester after the 5 lessons are done if you want to continue to improve. Some improvement will come as you do more problems. If you'll continue to use the proper fingers, you will improve over time anyway. Another type of assignment that you will be doing is Excel. There are 10 Excel assignments. Here's one of them. You'll download an Excel spreadsheet that I've added in here for you. Be sure you read the rubric on grading. Always read the rubric before you start an assignment. Complete all 6 tabs in this one. Some of them have up to 9 tabs. All cells with yellow highlight require an input, and green highlighted cells require a formula. Be sure you put the formula and not a number. If you type in the answer, it will not count. And then you'll save it and upload it again. At the end of the semester, before your final exam, you have a short payroll assignment that's a project in Excel that's worth 50 points. So be sure you pay attention to the Excel assignments as you go through them. So all important, let me just emphasize a couple of things. Be sure you log in every day or two, check announcements and email. Don't get frustrated. Call me instead or email me instead, but contact me if you have a question. I might be able to clear it up so you can keep moving and not waste your time. Also, please manage your time by starting the assignments on Monday, not waiting till the weekend, and doing them in smaller increments, 30 minutes to an hour each day, and then whatever you need to do on the weekend to finish up. But try to build in some time during the week. It's much easier if you do that. You can expect responses and email within 24 hours, sometimes sooner, and you can also expect graded work within 7 days and usually much sooner than that. Get your textbook. That's all important. Your textbook and the code for Cengage Now needs to be purchased now so that you can get started. I wish all of you a fantastic semester. I'm here to help, so just give me a call. End of video.